It was another late night, and Ellie, a 17-year-old girl, found herself at the entrance of a nightclub in Los Angeles. She was trying to figure out a way to get inside without being interrogated by the bouncer for her ID and age. Luckily, she knows how to get around them without being noticed. Ellie has lived on the streets of Los Angeles since her deadbeat of a dad left her.
What was her dad?
Her mom died of cancer when Ellie was only 4, or so her dad told her. She still remembers her warm smile, her soft light brown hair, and her beautiful green eyes that seemed to beam with light. Ellie snuck around the back of the club and found herself at the back door entrance. Unsurprisingly, it was locked, so she used her hairpin and unlocked it. She learned how to pick locks when she was 12, and she had to sneak into the bakery and steal some bread. Nobody had noticed she had entered through the back, so she weaved her way into the crowd of people. Through all the craziness that went on at the club, she managed to catch a glimpse of a familiar face. As Ellie got closer, she knew exactly who it was.
Mike! Mike, is that really you? Huh? Ellie, is that really you? Mike, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. Where have you been these last few years?
Mike was Ellie's friend as long as she could remember. He was a year older than her. Older brother she never had. He was there for her when she was trying to deal with the grief of her mother's death. The one thing that tormented her was not having a mother, to tell her how to braid her hair, to tell her that beauty was not always on the outside but on the inside as well. All the stuff that normal kids would hate having to listen to. She would kill to hear her mother's. He was the one to look after her when her dad left. They were best friends until they got in a fight and went their separate ways.
After you left, I decided I didn't want to live on the streets the rest of my life. So I found myself working at the coffee shop a few streets back. And I'm currently in the process of trying to buy a house.
We are sorry for the technical difficulties. It would appear as though our previous narrator has died. Upon the next narration, we will be replacing our narrator.
Wow, seems to me you've really made a life of for yourself. I'm really happy for you, Mike. There are still some unresolved issues and definitely some tension in the air. So, do you have any friends here?
Ellie, you know I don't have any friends besides you.
The thought of Mike still calling them friends was a little weird, but you could tell they both knew it.
So how have you been, Ellie?
Sorry.
I've been just fine, even without you by my side.
Sounds like you missed me.
Maybe so, but why do you care?
Well, I care because I missed you too. Hey, do you want to dip this place and go somewhere? We can catch up.
Sure, why not? What's the worst that can happen?
No.
Okay. Ellie and Mike went to the one place that was close to their heart. They went to their old home. If you could even call it that, it was an abandoned warehouse, the place where they survived for years.
So, Ellie, how are you alive?
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is, how do you possibly survive on your own without me? Where did you get the food and water? After I left, I had this feeling in my gut that was telling me that you would never make it on your own.
Oh, so is that what you think of me? You think that I can't take care of myself, that I can't do anything without your help? Ellie was furious, as she thought that might...
It would appear our second narrator has also died. So, due to a shortness of staff, I will be taking over. Ellie was furious, as she thought that Mike might actually believe that he was only her protector, and not actually her true friend, and only friend.
No, of course I don't think of you that way. It's just that...
You know what, Mike? I thought you were my friend. You were my only friend. You were like a brother to me, but not anymore. When I saw you at the club, I was so happy I had found you, but it doesn't seem like you were happy to see me.
But I...
No, don't even try to comfort.
But before Ellie could finish, Mike grabbed her by the arms and pulled her into a hug.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have left you. I've never felt so alone until we separated.
Tears started to well up in Ellie's eyes as she remembered the day Mike left, one day, over that stupid argument that she ultimately regretted.
Mike, I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have lashed out on you. I was so angry at you, and I didn't know what was going on. And
Shh, it's okay. And hey, look, on the bright side, we're back together again. So I guess that's a bonus.
you still know how to make me laugh.
They started to walk back to the nightclub where Mike's car was, but then they heard it. It was sort of a moan, almost like a growl.
Ellie, did you hear that?
Yeah, what do you think it could be?
I have no clue what it could be. I've heard a lot of weird stuff, but none like that.
Let's go investigate.
I don't think that's a good idea.
As they got closer to the source of the sound, they also started to hear a new sound, kind of like chewing.
Oh my God.
What is that? Oh my God.
They saw a figure crouching over a body and eating it. Then the figure started to stand, and then it proceeded to look directly at the place where Mike and Ellie were standing, and it charged at them. Mike and Ellie barely had enough time to react before it jumped up to them. It tackled Ellie to the ground and tried to bite her, but before it did, Mike kicked it in the stomach and knocked it off of Ellie before it was too late. The thing, even after taking a major blow to the stomach, got up and charged them again. But this time it was going for Mike instead. It jumped on him and bit him in the arm, then in the neck. By the time Ellie came up and shoved it off Mike, Ellie, now worried for her life, and Mike, she grabbed the nearest thing she could find, which seemed to be half of a baseball bat. She used the non-broken side of the bat. Then, with all her curve, she rushed toward the thing and swung at it so hard she could feel the creature's neck snap. With all the adrenaline rushing through her veins, she almost forgot about Mike.
Oh my God, Mike, are you okay?
Mike was gushing blood from his neck. Ellie tried to think of what to do.
Hold on, Mike. Everything is going to be okay. Just, don't worry, I'll go get help.
With that, Ellie bolted it as fast as she had ever ran before to the nearest store and frantically asked people if she could use their phones. Finally, one person actually gave her the phone, and she dialed 911.
Hello, 911, what's your emergency? Please help. My friend and I just got attacked by this humanoid thing, and it bit him in the neck, and I don't know what to do, and Ma'am, please stay calm and try to explain to me what happened. My friend got bitten in the neck by this creature, and now he's bleeding from his neck. A lot.
Ellie told the operator her location, how bad Mike's injury was, and all sorts of other information. The ambulance arrived in about 7 minutes. Mike was put on a stretcher and rushed to the hospital. Ellie was checked for injuries, but she had some scrapes on her knees and a bruise on her shoulder from where she fell. Ellie went back to the place where they were attacked by the thing. She found the keys to Mike's car on one hand. She could go to the hospital to go see Mike, or because she hadn't eaten in a while, she could stop and get something to eat. And hey, maybe they could bring Mike something if he was doing okay. Ellie pulled up to the hospital. She saw some people running frantically away from the hospital. She got out of the car and started to head toward the hospital to investigate. When she got to the entrance, she saw why people were running away. Inside were the things that attacked them, but they were so human-looking. It's almost as if they could go for as humans. But it was their walk and growls that gave it away. As soon as Ellie saw the horde of infected people, she ran as fast as she could back toward the car. She made it, got in, and locked the doors. The zombies banged against the metal as she desperately tried to turn on the car. Finally, after frantically trying to get the key in the slot, she managed to, and she hit the gas like it was Need for Speed, and she sped away from the infected. She forgot for a second that the rules of the road still somewhat applied. Before she knew it, she was rammed by a car. Ellie forgot to buckle her seatbelt, so she was flung out the front window of the car. But her head ached so bad that it was nauseating. But still in her confused state, she thought she heard the sound of people screaming, people running, and the sound of growling, kind of like what she heard earlier.
Hey lady, are you okay?
What?
How many fingers am I holding up?
Quite obviously. 53.
No, not quite. I think you might have a concussion.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, see how you are. You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Do you know your name?
My name is, it's Ellie. Yeah, that's it. My name's Ellie.
Well, nice to meet you, Ellie. I'm Max.
Hello, Max. Why are you